Yo legends! Enjoy the story and let me know how it hits. The transmission cuts off into silence and is replaced by the roaring voice of someone calling out. Hanfang, the guy is making his way to open the door. While quivering in the cold peeping through the hole, he discovers that it's actually his crush Hyona who can't stand being in the cold and can barely talk. He opens the door without hesitation to see if she's doing all right and quickly invites her inside. In an unexpected turn of events, Hyona leaps up to kiss him. Much to Hanfang's shock and amazement, she's out here putting in effort in the kiss because by the end of it bro is at a loss for words and can't describe what's gotten into her all of a sudden. Keep in mind she was supposed to be his crush, so the dude is probably feeling like a gigantic on the inside for finally scoring a win. It's at this moment Hyona confesses her feelings, stating how she's always loved him. After descending balls deep into a terrifying apocalypse, she has begun to understand that someone like him truly cares about others. To sell her point even more, Hyona makes him touch her body so that he can sense her racing heartbeat, stating that she's ready to do anything with him, and yes, that's the honey trap that our guy ends up falling for, because while he's busy out here imagining the birds and the bees, Hyona doubles down on rubbing her thigh between his legs, causing him to get even more lost and careless in his feelings. He also shares his feelings right back, stating that while she truly means the world to him, it doesn't make sense for them to behave this way right now. Hyona is an excellent manipulator because she tells our boy to close his eyes so that he can enjoy the process. Full of joy, he closes his eyes, questioning what's going to happen next. He's probably got the excitement of a child while this is happening, but then, well, dude's first kiss with his crush is followed up by his skull getting bashed by her bastard boyfriend. A heavy smash against his head leaves his body in a puddle of blood. Poor guy is quivering in pain while Hyona expresses her terror. She wasn't expecting them to actually murder someone in cold blood, but her boyfriend reminds her that she can't play innocent, when from the beginning they both understood this guy had to go. They weren't going to spare Hanfang, not when everyone in this world is out for themselves in the apocalypse. Instead of caring about him, they expressed their happiness having discovered Hanfang's resources and loot. As for the nice guy who tried to show someone kindness, well, he's eating nothing right now, drenched in his own blood and unable to move. The clinging of death succumbs to him, and the last thing he sees is Hyona getting excited with her man. His demise happened all because of one ruthless woman's planning. So in his final moment he makes a vow. If he's given a second chance, he's going to stop being someone else's toy to be used and discarded. As his consciousness fades to black, the terrifying feeling is replaced by a shimmer warm light drawing him near and near. At first he thinks it's a way for him to get into heaven, but then his innocent expectations are tarnished as his spiritual body experiences a world of pain and bursts into 100 pieces. By the end of that traumatizing sequence, he jolts up awake from his bed. His face is full of sweat and he questions his surroundings. Hanfang was just fading away just a few seconds ago, and now he's okay. It's not just that he's fine, the world is fine too. There's no signs of an apocalypse. The sun is warm even after 30 minutes of waiting. It's the kind of warmth that he never expected to see again. From the calendar, Hanfang checked and learned that today was June 28th. The date of the apocalypse in the original timeline is supposed to start on July 15th. This means that he had a post-death regression that led him to arrive back in time just a few weeks before the apocalypse. The feeling of shock, amazement, and confusion all show up on his face. He clearly wasn't expecting to be reborn, but this time he's returned with a few changes. Let's talk about that glowing red hand for a second. Ever since Hanfang regained consciousness, this guy's hand just can't stop glowing red. He tries waving it off and yet nothing happens to describe the sensation. The glow feels warm and it doesn't hurt or anything. At first he thought that his mind was playing tricks on the guy, but then Hanfang sneezed out of nowhere, leading to yet another intriguing Development: the same hand that was red a second ago is now glowing a bright green, adding even more to his confusion. But there's a difference this time because Hanfang actually loses control of the magnitude of his glowing power, causing it to get even bigger in a state of hurry and panic. He stands there looking lost at his newfound problem. The radiating glow out of nowhere starts shrinking in his hand. The behavior of the glowing effect is odd and different from the red one. Taking a seat, he expresses his sudden drop in energy. Yeah, ever since the green one activated, his body has been more drained than ever. Frustratingly waving his hand in anger, Hanfang comes to a sudden realization. This is exactly happening just like those awesome mana stories he likes to read in the same fashion. The main character is reborn, and this time with overpowered abilities. So in order to test his own, bro pulls out a damn knife, hoping for some miracle to happen, but funnily nothing goes his way, as the blade doesn't react and he's standing there looking like a clown. Not to mention, his tummy is grumbling because of the energy loss he experienced. Checking his fridge turns out to be a waste of time because there's just nothing in there. The situation is growing more troublesome for him than he thought. He has to eat at least something or he's going to risk going unconscious again. An idea comes to mind when he spots a jar of roasted soybeans. The only snacks that could be feasibly used in the apocalypse, even though it's not a proper meal. It's filling enough for now. Reaching for one of the beans, he pops one in his mouth, but the moment he does that, the soybean explodes into a fully grown bean plant. His radiating glowing green hand is gone, and so is his exhaustion. Hanfang doesn't get if it had something to do with the soybeans or if it's something he did. He grabs and pops open one of the bean sprouts, amazed to discover that this is his new power. Hanfang is impressed and wants to study it intensely, but with his current state he has a couple of issues to take care of. First up is stocking up on supplies so he doesn't go short during the apocalypse. He goes to the supermarket. In the next scene, he's navigating through a busy crowd, all of them lost in their thoughts and chattering about. Hanfang is confused and collects his thoughts. So far he's got two types of radiating hands, and the green one is known to be more unstable, causing him added effects of exhaustion. Then there's the last part, perhaps the most interesting of the bunch. The moment he touched the soybeans with his glowing hand, they became proper bean sprouts. He still can't figure out the specifics of his power, causing his frustration while he's lost in thought. A familiar voice graces his ears. Hyona, the same girl that betrayed him in his previous life, is here to see him. She's drop dead gorgeous. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop